Sabi ko, ay, sorry I like that, pero I'm a Filipina. I don't kiss in a secondary.
Magandang araw Pilipinas and welcome to Celebrity Talk online show dito po sa Abante tonight na inyo pong napapanood sa website, YouTube and Facebook account. Mga kaibigan, sa araw na ito, isa na naman pong espesyal na edisyon ang ihahatid namin sa inyo dahil dumayo po kami dito sa Quezon City para makausap ang sikat na celebrity couple na ito. Alamin po natin. Tara na! Celebrity couple, but the wife is singer, actress, and beauty queen. At ang kanyang husband ay hindi na lamang pong chiropractor doctor, but he is also a celebrity in his own right. Mga kaibigan, let's all welcome to Celebrity Talk, Patricia Javier and Doc Rob Walter.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello, welcome
Magandang
po.
hapon.
Tita, welcome sa bahay namin.
Yes, and of course, thank you so much para sa patuloy sa Celebrity Talk dito sa inyong tahanan.
First time po namin to
I know,
Kasi malakas ka
kaya
sa
nga that's
amin.
why I am so privileged and of course Celebrity Talk ng ang ating online show sa Abante tonight. Alam mo, I'm so happy for the both of you, no? Kasi alam mo, nakikita ko talaga yung aura nyo as a couple. It shows di ba? It shows. Kasi ito, Rob, I have to be very honest. Patricia, I've known Patricia for so long.
Right.
She started her showbiz career. So I've known her. So she's so mabait. She's so warm, accommodating and everything, friendly. Ang ganda-ganda ng PR.
Thank you po,
So,
tita.
when I first met you, I think this was something like 2014, 2015.
2015.
Yeah, you just arrived
Yeah.
during that time, di ba? I was still with Kuya Germs, still at
Yes.
Kuya Germs, and I was also so privileged.
ikaw yung unang nag-interview sa amin.
Remember, when I
Oo.
heard na you were in town, my God, I did not waste time to contact you at pinagbigyan nyo naman ako. Thank you so much. I mean, she's a darling. She's a darling. All right. 2015, 2014? 2015. So 4 years ago, a lot of things happened since then. Diba? I know, Doc Rob, it was not an easy decision on your part. Giving up your career, your profession, your house, even leaving your family behind in America to come to the Philippines and try it out here. So, what made you make such a drastic decision?
Well, it was perfect timing. Somebody had bought my chiropractic clinic in San Diego.
Oh.
And so it had freed me. I had always owned a business, and it's hard to travel a lot
Right.
when you own a business.
Right.
And so it freed us, and somebody bought in our house right around the same time. So it was
Wow.
really perfect timing. Our kids were still young, 3 and 8 years old, and so we figured if we were gonna just attempt or try to see the Philippines, see how it was, this was the time to do it, where we could spend an extended period of time, 6 months, 1 year. We kind of came here open-minded. We weren't sure how long we would stay.
Yes.
And we just kind of did just a long vacation. But yes, it was obviously a very long process that we went through. Very difficult decision.
Yeah, yun lagi sinasabi namin sa anak namin. We're just in Philippines for vacation.
Yes.
A long vacation.
Vacation lang talaga. Vacation lang talaga.
Opo.
Oo. But, like what I said earlier, I know it was not an easy decision.
No, of course not.
Ilang taon ka nawala from showbiz when you settled down in the US to marry, of course, Doc Rob?
Opo. Bali, siguro mga 12 years na nagstay ako sa US.
Wow, that long?
Opo.
Okay.
Nung nag-asawa na kami.
Oh yeah,
dalawa.
she was at the peak of her career
I
when
know.
she married you.
Yeah.
Oh,
2003,
di ba?
when
Parang
I met her, she was at-
sinisisi ko pa, no?
Actually, doon nga siya na sabi niya,
Oo.
naku, that's the peak of your career, di
For
ba?
her to sacrifice, that it was really
I
true
know.
love, di ba?
Yeah.
Oo, di ba? Kasi sometimes, you are caught in between that you have to make a choice between your career and your personal life. But this time, she chose
I
you.
choose the love.
She
syempre.
chose the family.
The
Di ba? So talagang true love. Kasi di ba it was not also an easy decision on her part
course
to
not.
give up her career
Of course,
in the
yes.
Philippines, di ba? Especially so, she was at the peak of her
And she's,
career.
the breadwinner, taking care of so many people
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
It was a very difficult decision for her, and just like it was for me. So it really balanced.
Okay, since this interview, or rather, chikahan, kwentuhan, is more about the two of you, may I know how your love affair started?
Love affair.
Di ba? I know that already, but I want to share this with our viewers.
Kasi
Di ba?
Doc is more good on dates, right? Maybe you should start with dates.
Okay, so it was 2003, and a friend of mine is a
Wow.
chiropractor as well, and he was married to a Filipina, and they invited me to an event that was taking place for Filipino celebrities. There was a few Filipino celebrities in town, and so I attended, and
You tag along.
yeah, I attended with them, and she happened to know somebody that Patricia was with, and we were able to meet, and we kind of spoke a little bit, and then we were going out later that night, and we invited them to meet up with us, and so we were able to, spend some time together, and we had a little bit of a connection.
Yes. Ang bilis ng pangyayari dito eh.
May I ask the both of you, was it love at first sight when you met her?
I mean, of course, there was definitely, I would say yes. I mean, I think that we both had obviously a fond attraction to one another. So much so when we first met that first night, I knew I wanted to see her again. And our time was limited. I was flying out the next day to a seminar. And
In San Francisco?
Yeah, yes. And she too was leaving, I think, that weekend. So we had arranged to meet up
Again.
that next
The
morning,
following
like
day.
right away.
So morning, not in the evening.
Well, I was going. I was
yeah,
leaving
you're flying
in the
out,
afternoon,
yeah.
so we really had only a short window, and so we had arranged to meet up for breakfast, and I came to the hotel and picked her up, and we were able to spend more time together, and that's where we really were able to.
I think
Ikaw,
that's-
what was your reaction like when you met him for the very first time? The mere fact that he asked you for another date, na kayong dalawa lang. Di ba?
Siyempre, nung first na nakita ko siya, sabi ko, wow, ang gwapo, blue eyes.
Oo, di ba? Hanky pa, di ba? Hindi lang gwapo, doktor pa, tapos
Oo,
hanky
ganda
pa, di ba?
katawan. Sabi ko, nako,
Oo.
parang ano yung tiba-tiba ako dito.
Para kang
Sabi ko,
jackpot, naka-jackpot
ako
ka,
dito.
bigla, oo.
Oo. Tapos, pero at that time, syempre I'm just still nahihiya ako sa kanya kasi hindi naman ako mahilig magsalita ng English. So ngayon sabi ko baka magkaroon ng language barrier.
Aha,
Diba?
okay.
Pero nung night nag-meet kami, nakita ko na, di ba pag interesado ka sa tao, parang that time is so fast.
Yeah.
So parang hindi namin namamalayan, late na nung gabi na yon. Tapos following day, niyaya pa niya ako
Makita
magkita ulit.
Parang brunch o hindi naman brunch?
Hindi naman po parang
Breakfast, okay.
breakfast ka.
Breakfast date?
Oo.
Or coffee?
Just coffee.
Okay, whatever.
Coffee on the
Oo.
beach.
So yun, nung dinala niya ako dun sa La Jolla, sa clinic niya, dinala niya ako, pinakita niya
Mas
yung...
maganda.
Oo.
The beach.
Oo, di ba? Sabi ko, naku, romantic
Oo.
naman ito.
Oo.
Dinala pa ako sa beach kaagad,
Oo.
di ba? So, iyon po, habang naglalakad kami sa beach, hinawakan na niya yung kamay ko.
Oo.
Sabi ko, Amerikano talaga, ang bilis.
Oo, mabilis ang Amerikano. Yes, correct.
So
They're fast. Yes.
Oo.
Oo.
So sabi ko na lang, sige, I will understand kasi alam ko naman ganun sila.
Oo.
And then suddenly, when he's trying to hug me na, sabi ko, hug na kaagad.
Oo,
Di
oo.
ba?
Hug, wala namang problema sa hug eh.
Diba?
Kissing is different.
Oo.
Oo.
So, and then,
Oo.
syempre, nakabangag ka na, kikiss ka na.
Oo, oo.
Eh, sabi ko, pangalawang araw pa lang to. Sabi ko, ay, sorry I like that, pero I'm a Filipina. I don't kiss in a second date.
The culture. Yeah, the
Second
culture.
date,
Which he
oo.
doesn't know. You were not offended?
Oo nga, hindi
No,
ba?
not at all. Oo.
No, I mean,
But with him, usually when he met a girl for that night, nakikiss na kagad yun eh, 'di ba? 'Di ba?
At that
Americans
time,
are more
you were not seeing somebody else before you met her?
No, we were
So,
both single. Yeah,
You
I
were
didn't have a
both
girlfriend.
single. Oh, talagang timing, no? Talagang
Oo.
time meant to be.
Everything is just
Oo.
talaga timing,
Oo.
right timing po.
And then,
So, after that La Jolla,
Thing.
coffee thing.
La Jolla visit. La Jolla thing.
Nako, yung La Jolla po na yun, pagpunta kayo sa San Diego, that's one of the best place in San Diego.
Nako, I'll try to visit that someday.
Romantic,
Okay.
oo.
Okay.
After po noon, na kami, hiwalay kami that day. Ayun na, he already keep in touch with me. Tapos hanggang sa, habang nasa States ako, sabi ko, every time na after nung show ko, sabi ko, I'm gonna make San Diego as my home base.
Oo.
So, pag na doon ako pupunta.
Oo.
Kasi nandun siya.
Parang the reason you wanna see him again.
Oo. Tapos I asked my manager, Jessica Rodriguez, hey Jessica, please book my show in US.
Oo.
Sabi ni Jessica, ba't naman gusto mo
Parang
lagi
one
sa
of the
US?"
reasons lang, parang alibi.
Oo.
Oo, alibi. Para you will see him again.
Yes,
Aha.
opo. So, hanggang sa, ayun na nga.
And then,
So yeah, you had many shows throughout the U.S. and we were able to spend quite a bit of time together over those course of like 6-week period. And then I went here in
Yeah.
December
You followed here.
2003.
Your
I went
first time.
to meet her.
Your first time in the
family.
Philippines.
Yes, first
Okay.
First time to the Philippines to meet Nanay,
Oo.
Tatay,
Oo.
and then we
You
went
were
to
really serious
Boracay.
with her, no?
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course. I
oo,
mean, just everyone feels with Patricia how genuine and how mabait, like you
Yes,
said,
yes.
and so maganda.
Oo.
So there's something very special about her that I recognized, and very different than what I had dated before. And so I was very intrigued. And,
Was she the first Filipina that you ever dated?
No.
And no.
No, Docker loves Asian girls.
I
Oh,
dated
talaga?
one of my ex-girlfriends was Filipino-Japanese.
Ah,
and so
talaga? But this is the pure Filipina that you dated.
Maybe.
Okay.
I think
I won't ask you anymore how many girlfriends you had.
Naku, ano to? Sobrang
In the
chick boy
past.
to doon.
Chick
Ganun,
boy?
chick boy
You know
yan.
chick
Because
boy?
Chick magnet
where I
too.
lived in California, there's a lot of Filipino.
No,
lot of
Americans,
Chinese.
and he's so good looking, he's so guapo, di ba?
Yeah,
What can you expect,
Hunks.
di ba?
Hunks.
Not only that, he's a hunk,
No.
di ba? So anyway, okay, so after how many months of courting? Or rather, you were already together or boyfriend, girlfriend
After
relationship?
9 months.
So then what happened is after Christmas, then I came back in January, and then she came, I think, around April, and that's when I decided, like, this is the time. If we see each other again, we were like in love, and everything was great. And I figured if we see each other again, I think I'm ready to propose to her. Because the reason it was so fast is because, doing a long distance relationship is very hard.
Good
And
thing
I
it
needed
worked
to
for you.
show.
Yeah.
Well, we had a pitfall. We
Oh,
can
yeah?
talk about that.
Oh, yeah?
But I had to show some form of commitment. Otherwise it would have just fizzled away.
Yeah.
Because of course she's so busy here, I'm there. But I really thought she was the one. So I asked her to marry me. That was
In
just
La
after
Jolla.
9
2004,
months.
right?
Yeah, that was 2004. After 9 months of dating. Yeah.
After 9 months
Yes.
of dating. You got married first. You got married in the U.S., di ba? But you didn't marry. You didn't marry in church here in
No, not
Philippines.
yet.
Not yet. Are you planning to?
Maybe
On your how many years na?
14 this year, no?
14.
14 years this year.
Maybe 15
15,
or
yeah.
25. Diba?
Pwede.
15, 25, 50.
Oh, yeah.
Diba? Diba?
Yeah.
It's going to be a grand wedding. If you
I
can
would
have it
love
here in the Philippines. It's different though.
Yeah, much
It's different.
Yeah.
And this time then, you have your 2 kids, your 2 sons to be part of the wedding entourage,
parang
diba?
starting you.
Yeah, I just could imagine,
Or
diba?
you're gonna be the ninang.
Yeah, I will. I'm more than willing. And you know what? Do it in Villa Patricia, the reception, instead of doing it in a hotel. To be different,
ba?
di ba? Para may iba. At, have the wedding maybe in Antipolo Cathedral, and then the reception there. Oh my! Ganda i-dress up yung yung Villa Patricia.
Thank you po.
Yeah,
tita.
di ba? Di ba? Para maganda. Iba ang make it different this time, di ba?
Okay.
Maganda. Antipolo Cathedral, dinadayo yan. Remember, especially pag May.
Opo.
Di ba? It's
Especially the hinulugan taktak.
Yeah,
Diba?
di ba? Ang ganda ng doon.
Yes.
And then, double purpose. And then, at the same time, mapopromote pati ang Villa Patricia. Without you knowing it, di ba? You're promoting your places at the same time.
Dami nga po nagpapakasal dun
Diba?
sa, dun po ginagawa yung maliliit na reception.
Anyway, I am so, actually, I'm so happy for you, Patricia, because you finally met Mr. Right, or the right guy, in the person of Doc Rob. Doc Rob, what made you decide to put up your clinic here in the Philippines?
Really the demand, because it really happened very organically. We didn't come here really to just start a clinic. I didn't come here to start a business and put a sign
Yeah,
up.
I know.
We
Supposed to be
came
for
here,
vacation
yeah,
lang.
just a long vacation, and then I figured we'd go back to San Diego and I'd start another clinic. But so what happened was Patricia and I started speaking at churches every Sunday. She would, do some personal motivational speaking.
Parang sharing?
Parang it's so about wellness mission.
Okay, oo.
I would speak about chiropractic because that's what we came here just to do some speaking and her to do some get back into acting just for a little bit and see kind of what happened. And so every Sunday we're getting invited to different churches. I would speak about chiropractic and we would do some charity chiropractic adjustments. And also I was very into CrossFit at that time, which is extremely exercising and it's like competitions and things like that. And I was getting invited to the boxes, the different gyms, and I would speak and then I would adjust. And so from that, people started to message me and Patricia about wanting more chiropractic sessions because once you experience that, you usually want more.
Yeah.
So people started coming. We were just renting a condo at that time. People started coming to our condo for chiropractic sessions. I mean, I remember one time I was asleep and someone knocked on the door. They wanted adjustments. So people were filling up our condo just using our portable table, adjusting people at very low cost. Yeah. So that's how it all started. And then we rented a townhouse that had a garage and it had a little home office. And we set up our table.
You converted it into
Yeah.
a mini clinic.
We started to have little hours. We had scheduled hours, and our garage was filling up with people. So much so, one time it overflowed into our living room. People were just like, it was amazing. So we saw the demand was very, very large here. There just aren't a lot of chiropractors here, and people really want answers. They want another alternative healthcare. So that's when we decided to open up a clinic.
When was this?
That was all happening in 2016, where we were just
3
so
years
busy
ago?
just in our
So
house.
fast.
So we opened up our first clinic at the end of 2016 in Quezon City. So yeah.
So fast. Now you have 3 clinics already.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's exploding.
Wow, I heard you're putting up one in Pampanga.
Yes, the
And
Angeles.
then how about in the south? Maybe
Alabang.
Visayas, Mindanao.
Well, that's really south. Yes.
Oh.
We have Alabang
No,
starting
what I
in
meant to
October.
say, let's say in part of Visayas and Mindanao.
Let's see first, Tita.
That's
Yeah,
very
but
south.
anyway, it's so fast. It's only like 3 years.
Well, the
diba?
hard part is we really want to have a high standard of chiropractic care. So our goal is to bring very, very skilled chiropractors here to help our mission. So far, we have 3 or 4 chiros that are working.
We don't have Filipino chiropractor here in the Philippines?
There is.
All the chiropractic schools are in America.
Okay.
So
They need to go to
yeah,
America.
so you don't have a lot of Filipinos
I
going to
see.
America to go to chiro school and come back.
I
The
see.
ones that are here probably grew up in the U.S. and went to chiropractic school and then have
Come back.
come here. There's just a few. Most of the chiros here are foreigners.
So, right now, you have Dr. Jill, right? Doc Jill, di ba? She's an American, and I heard she's already here, or rather, living here permanently.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
what about her family?
I think her husband will follow here also. But
talaga?
yeah, as of now, she's really loving it here.
Ah, talaga? Wow, that's nice to hear. Imagine in 3 years' time, you already have 3 clinics. You know, to be honest, coming from me, I don't even know what chiropractor or chiropractic is all about until you came along. Honestly. And you have a very good endorser, a celebrity endorser in Patricia. Maybe, do you think your business would be that fast booming if it wasn't for Patricia?
Of course
If she
not.
was not around?
No,
Okay.
because I mean she has all the connections that allows us and the friends and the media that allows us to get on TV, CNN, and I mean all these shows that we've been on that has allowed us to expose chiropractic to the Philippines.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think we really complement each other because I'm very confident, to introduce my husband profession, it's because he's a very good chiropractor. It's like nakaka-adjust talaga siya kahit malalaking tao.
Oo, and I heard marami kayong celebrity clients, di ba? Clients
yeah,
ba?
paying
Or
clients,
di ba? Oo.
actually.
Di ba? Kasama na dyan sina Coco Martin saka sina
Oo.
Derek Ramsey, di ba?
Opo.
Oo. So, ang laking bagay. The mere fact na dinadayo kayo, di ba? Dinadayo ang clinic nyo. Tsaka nag-branch out na kayo. And soon, it's going to be, you're opening more branches, no? The business is doing well. I mean, it's not just the business per se, di ba? Kasi meron naman kayong advocacy, right?
Opo,
Ang
yes.
pinaka-advocacy nyo is wellness.
Health and wellness po
Oo,
talaga.
health and wellness, oo.
And then we will continue po na gawin po yung aming outreach program.
Oo.
Kami po ni Doc Rab. Si Doc Rab, ina-adjust niya yung mga nagtitinda ng taho, nagtitinda
Talaga?
yung mga vendors.
Oo, nakikita niya sa kalye.
Sakali lang,
Anong
sasabihin
ginagawa niya?
Sasabihin niya, Kuya, can I try first your food?
Oo.
Ganyari yung fishball.
Oo, bibili siya.
Bibili siya.
Oo.
Siyempre, Amerikano siya, di ba? Gusto niya matry kung ano
Oo,
itong mga
oo,
to.
oo.
And then, sasabihin niya, Kuya, alam ko, tinutulak mo tong ano na to. You need,
Ikariton.
you need my treatment.
Oo.
Since na pinakain mo ako nito, iti-treat kita ng chiropractic.
Oo.
So yun, dinadala namin dun sa clinic namin.
Talaga?
Tapos ina-adjust ni Doc.
Wow.
Yeah, it's funny. We did the jeepney drivers
Uh-oh.
and tricycle drivers, and at the beginning, you know, all these guys are around, and they're all backward.
Scared.
They're all apprehensive.
Afraid.
They don't. No, I don't like. I don't like.
Uh-oh.
And then once one person does it, and then they
Wow.
get off the table,
Uh-oh.
and they're so
Oo,
wow,
strong.
so
Parang,
masarap.
Oo.
Gosh, wow, they
Oo.
feel so good. And everybody wants. Everybody's
Wants to do
lining
the
up
same,
and
di ba?
wanting.
And not only that, I mean, you know, kasi like what you said, parang it's also educating them. Like me, honestly, I don't know anything about chiro. Di ba? Kasi parang ano lang talaga eh, para lang, I think the procedure got popular here in the Philippines, especially here in Metro Manila because of you. Because of you. Honestly,
Yeah,
before
now
talaga.
I think when you
Wala.
hear Cairo, Doc Rab.
Diba? Doc Rab,
Ganun
di ba?
po.
Tsaka tumatak eh. Parang you have a brand.
Yeah.
You have your own brand, Doc Rab, di ba?
That was one of our goals when we came here. We wanted to, because there's many different types of chiropractors out there,
Yeah.
especially in America. You
Yeah.
won't hear the same story from each chiropractor. And we wanted to come here and really preach the right message. What is chiropractic? We do true chiropractic. And that was very important to us to have a high standard of adjusters, chiropractors, and spreading the right message.
Maybe, Asawa, you can, tell our viewers something about a short summary about chiropractic right now,
Okay, yeah.
right?
Yeah, go ahead. Can
Yeah,
you
for those of you that don't know, chiropractors, we are doctors that basically care for one's spine and nervous system. So what happens is we develop misaligned vertebra very early in life from things that we do on a daily basis, such as even learning to walk, sleeping positions, what you do for work. Every single thing we do is stress. Physical, emotional, chemical, and it's accumulating on your spine. And these misalignments really ultimately affect not only the joint, but they affect the nerve. There's a nerve that exits every vertebra, and that nerve communicates with your muscles, and it communicates with your organs,
Right,
it communicates with your immune system. So this creates muscle spasm and tension. When you have these misalignments, the muscles are going to pull. Okay, maybe the nerve communicating to your heart or lungs. Maybe it's causing the asthma. Maybe it's causing the poor digestion. Maybe it's causing the infertility. So what we do is we remove the spinal misalignments. We
Kailangan ko yun.
relieve the interference.
I need it.
And allow the body to heal itself. So it's so amazing. It's so magaling.
Yeah, and it's a short treatment, but it's very powerful.
Well, really, I tell people the session begins after. We don't spend an hour rubbing your muscle.
It takes lang daw 3
It takes
minutes.
5 minutes. We
3 to
adjust your
5.
spine and we release the joint. We release the nerve. The nerve then starts communicating. So the session begins after the adjustment. So you start sleeping better. Your body's healing. It's recovering. You're waking up more energized. You keep doing it and you continue to get more healthy.
Di ba sabi nga na pag kunyari naipit-ipit yung mga ugat mo, di ba? Hindi siya dumadaloy ng maayos. So that's the time na nagkakasakit.
Is there an age limit?
No.
No?
No, so the younger you start caring for your spine, the better. It's just like, you don't start brushing your teeth when you're 30, otherwise you're going to have a lot of cavities. Well, it's the same thing in our spine. By the time we're 40, we usually have cavities developing. That's called arthritis. And so there's decay
I
in
have
your
that.
joints.
I have that
we
already.
all go through
At
some,
my age.
we all have that.
Yeah.
And so the younger you start caring for it, the better. So we have babies all the way up to elderly. There's no age restriction.
What's the secret of the both of you? Look at you. I mean, look at Doc Rob and look at you. Para kang walang anak eh.
No, thank you po.
Di ba?
Siguro
So what do
po,
you do? Anong sikreto?
Sa amin po yung healthy lifestyle, syempre. Hindi kami masyadong nagpupuyat, not unless na meron kami mga events na kailangan gawin. Si Doc Rob naman, he see to it na he will go to the gym almost every day, na nasa gym talaga siya. And then, sa bahay naman namin, everything is what you eat. Yung mga kinakain po natin talaga kailangan masustansya. Kailangan daw po, food from the God. Parang ganun po.
Talagang watchful kayo pagdating sa mga pagkain nyo.
Opo.
Wala yung no junk foods.
We naman po.
In moderation.
In moderation.
moderation.
Pag Friday to Sunday, we can just eat
Eat
whatever.
anything. Eat
Diba?
anything.
Yeah.
You've been here 3 years, 4 years already, right? So, aside from the good business that you have with Doc Rob's chiropractic clinic, what changed you, or not necessarily what changed you? What were the changes that you discovered staying here in the Philippines for the
coming
last
from
4 years?
America, it's very high paced there, very fast paced.
Yeah.
And coming here, it's very slow, much slower paced.
Of course.
But it's a blessing. It's taught me to have a lot more patience. My patience has lengthened.
Oh, talaga.
Yeah.
Especially with our traffic, with the traffic here in Metro Manila.
Yeah, that's not a big deal. The traffic
Oh,
doesn't
yeah?
bother me. I mean, because there's ways to avoid the traffic, or that's not a huge.
You don't
problem
go
for
out
me.
much eh.
I do. We go out a lot, but that doesn't. The traffic's not a big problem.
But you can drive here already, right?
Yeah. I like driving
like
here. It's
driving.
fun.
Talaga.
here.
Ano na, magaling ka ng driver.
Yeah.
Talaga.
I like it.
Okay, looking back, remember Patricia, nag-join ka na sa Binibining Pilipinas before. What year was this?
1998.
1998. Pero at that time, did you make it to the top 10 or top 5?
Hindi po. Parang finalist lang talaga.
Finalist ka
Nakasama
lang,
talaga po.
Oo.
Opo. And then, but at that time po, yun po yung nag-open din ng door sa akin para talagang pumasok sa showbiz. Kasi sa backstage,
Nauna yung pagsali mo sa beauty contest bago ka nag-showbiz?
nag-serious. Kasi yung una, nag-That's Entertainment ako. with
Yes,
Kuya
right.
Charles, diba?
Iba pang pangalan mo dun
Opo, Genesis Canlapan.
Ayun.
Oo. And then yung nung nag-beauty pageant po ako, dun ko nakilala yung manager ko noon, si Jessica Rodriguez.
Okay.
Tsaka si Joanne Santos.
Na nasa Amerika na.
Oo, na sila yung nakakita sa akin sa backstage. Na parang kasi daw maliit daw mukha ko, bagay daw ako mag-artista.
Oo.
Parang ganun po yung dahil sa TV, para daw sakto lang.
Oo. At saka morena,
Opo.
diba? Miss Morena. Ito yung, talagang typical Filipina color. Oo.
So ngayon po, dinala po nila ako sa Viva. Nung dinala ako sa Viva, doon na po ako, pinalitan na yung name ko.
Sinign up ka kaagad ng
Opo,
Viva.
Boss Vic. Opo.
Oo. You've been with Viva for so long.
Opo. And up to now, I'm
Up to
still
now.
with them.
Oo,
Di ba
oo.
po?
Kaya,
Yun, doon po nag-start lahat. So, yun nga po. Pero before that, nung nasa school pa lang ako, elementary, high school, my mom always pushed me to join beauty pageant. So, lahat na ho yata ng mga clubs, Rotary Club, Eagles Club,
Oo.
yung mga ganyan po. Sinalihan ko yan.
gusto niya talaga maging beauty queen ka.
Opo.
It did not happen in 1998.
Opo.
Pero, how many years after?
It's
15?
a decade already.
Yeah, oo.
So,
Oo.
when I was po sa US, di ba, I joined that Mrs. Asia USA. And na-represent ko po yung Philippines doon.
Mrs. Asia, USA.
Opo.
Okay.
And then,
Magkasawa na kayo ni Doc
magkasawa na
Rob.
po kami ni
Okay.
Doc Rob noon.
Oo.
And talagang full support doon yung asawa ko. Naka-second place po tayo doon.
Oo.
Opo. And then, doon ko nga po nakita yung asawa ko. Siya yung kinakabahan for me.
Oo.
Diba? Yung
Siyempre,
more nervous for me.
anyone siguro na malapit sa'yo. Oo.
Oo. And then, nung naging second place na ako. Siya pa yung na-disappoint. Sabi niya, no, it can be. But, opo, ganun
Na hindi mo nakuha yung crown.
yung pinaka-first.
Yung that's
sabi niya, bakit second? Ganun. Tapos, kaya nga po, yung asawa ko, pag sumasali ako sa ganyang pageant, siya talaga yung
supporter, number one supporter mo.
Tapos siya pa rin talagang yung inaano niya ako na, are you really gonna do that? Ganun pa siya. Kasi nga siya ngayon kinakabahan. So yun nga po, after po nun, it's been a decade na talaga.
Okay, what made you decide naman na sumali sa Mrs. Universe Philippines?
But that was last year na, yun nga po, na kasi we're starting our advocacy. Naisip ko po na mas makakatulong po ito para mas bigger audience namin magawa yung aming pong mga programs. Kaya po, naisip ko po, yung beauty pageant is one way po yan. Kasi when you get the title, parang it's easy for you to meet other
relay your
people,
message, mag-reach out.
Mag-reach out, mas parang pinakikinggan ka nila kagad, ganun po. Kaya yun po yung sa akin, nag-encourage sa akin na gano'n.
At saka may karapatan ka naman di ba? May karapatan ka na maging beauty queen. Di ba?
And then at the same time po, siguro po, as a mom and a woman,
and a wife,
and I wanna help other moms na kagaya ko na parang bigyan sila ng hope, huwag silang mawala ng pag-asa in life, na kaya pa rin lang gawin yung mga dreams nila kahit nandun na sila sa ganong status nila. Na alagaan nila yung sarili nila. Parang sana maging, halimbawa ako para sa kanila, na pwede pa pala. Kahit ang daming mga pagsubok na dumaan po sa buhay nyo. Alam niyo naman po yung buhay ko, it's an open book, diba? So parang every stage ng buhay po, it's a challenge. Once you naman po na, na-get through nyo yan, there's another big thing na nice
waiting for you.
Yes. Parang laban lang ng laban, huwag kang titigil. Parang
tapos, from Mrs. Universe Philippines, ano itong Noble Queen of the Universe? So, na ikaw ang representative.
Bali kasi po, dapat po, ako po yung magre-represent sa atin sa Mrs. Universe na international na po. Nangyari lang po, nagkaroon kasi po ng sa schedule po, nagkaroon po talaga ng conflict. Yung Mrs. Universe po, manggaganap po yung kasi December 22 to January 2. Syempre, di ba, that's a family time.
Yes.
Every December, we go home to, our family.
You go out of the country, right?
Para naman po sa parents
sa
po
family
sa family rin po ni Doc Rab. And then, ayun po, pinag-isipan ko po mabuti. Ano bang gusto ko? Yung crown o yung family ko na makasama? Diba? So, syempre, dapat hindi ko na masyadong pinag-isipan yun. Syempre, family, diba? Always family first. So, yun po. Kaya hindi po ako makakasali po doon dahil po doon sa schedule. But, God is so good. God still want me siguro po na may magawa pa po ako ng iba pa. So, dumating po itong bagong opportunity na
Noble, itong bagong tatag.
Yes, Noble Queen of the Universe. At napakaganda nito dahil this is a
cause-oriented
organization. It's a Filipino po ang talagang nag-organize ng international pageant na ito. Correct me if I'm wrong na I know ito yung pinaka-first Filipino international pageant na magaganap sa Pilipinas po. Kasi usually, di ba po, pag nananalo tayong national, pinapadala po natin.
Sa ibang bansa,
Ito ngayon, dito po
sila
sa
ang
atin
pupunta
mangyayari.
Dito. Parang Miss Earth, no?
Yes.
Parang Miss Earth Philippines.
Na Mrs. Ito naman, Mrs.
Yes, ito Mrs.
Bali, 30 countries din po yung maglalaban-laban dito. At ang pinaglalabanan po ay ang kanya-kanya pong mga advocacy, kung paano may implement. And then at the same time po, yung the usual po na traditional wear, long gown, ganun po.
Pero walang swimsuit competition?
Opo, wala po. Kasi they treat itong women as a queenly. So, meron po, sportswear.
Okay, oo.
Opo.
At least maganda, para iba naman, di ba? Iba naman. At saka, justifiable naman, although maganda pa rin kayo at mga sexy pa rin kayo bilang misis. Pero, ayun nga, yung pagsusuot ng siguro, swimming, wear, parang hindi na siguro bagay.
Opo.
Di ba? Okay. So, I understand there's going to be 5 major crowns
Yes.
and 10 others.
And then
Bakit ang dami?
Bali po kasi, ang pinaglalabanan po kasi, it's about, yun nga po, advocacy po. So, lahat po ng napili po sa country nila, yun po yung mga may ginagawang outreach program.
Okay. Like
So,
in your case,
opo, in my case po,
health and wellness.
Health and wellness po, opo. So ngayon, the organization po, parang talagang nakita po nila doon yung parang appreciation right away. Kaya nga pag ikaw po ay napili bilang representative ng Nobel Queen of the Universe, right away po, they give you the crown na you're representing Philippines. They will send you the crown right away.
Okay.
So plus kasi po that's 5 days na po yan na activities. So doon po sa 5 days na activities, doon po makikita kung kanino ibibigay po yung mga designated na awards.
Okay.
Na kung universe, international, or global.
Doon sa 5.
Sa 5 po, yung
5 major crowns.
po.
Okay.
And then, there's another 10 naman po. This is where yung ibibigay yung, kunyari, ambassador of wellness,
Ambassador of Environment,
Yes,
Ambassador
mga
of whatever.
charity.
Charity,
Ay,
oo.
opo.
So, iba-iba.
Iba-iba
Tourism.
po. Yes.
Tourism. So, iba-iba. Kaya 15.
Opo.
Pero 5 yung major to represent different, other beauty competitions abroad.
Yes.
Abroad.
Opo.
Okay. What is in store of Nobel Queen of the Universe? Anong premyo?
Mapakukuha.
Oo.
Siyempre, aside from the prestige, meron din pong cash prize na may ibibigay. At yung cash prize po na yun ay magagamit niya po yun sa kanyang program. Kung ano man po yung
Not
aming
for your
program.
own personal use. Parang ano na yun?
Meron din po meron pong aside dun para sa sa delegates, tapos meron din po yung sa program mo.
Okay.
And then plus po a trip for your family.
Wow!
Po, a vacation.
Usually for 2 lang yun, di ba?
Baka Boracay po yan. Di ba?
Local lang, di ba?
Local loves Boracay.
Okay. Okay.
May ganun po. So, yun po. And then, syempre, ang pinaka-ano po nun is yung mai-continue po yung mga programs talaga sa ibang lugar.
So, how can you relate to what she does? I mean, being a celebrity, she's a singer, she's a movie actress, celebrity endorser, now a beauty queen. Being the husband, of course, how do you feel?
Syempre, I'm proud of everything that she does, and I love seeing her do what she does best. In America, she was really more hands-on with the kids, and I was just doing my chiropractic clinic.
And you have 2 sons, right? Oh, they are.
Robert and Ryan.
Robert is 12 already, right?
Yes.
Ryan is
7.
7. Oo.
So coming back here now, she's able to really do what she does best, which is perform, entertain, and also help people. She's obviously got a huge heart, and she loves doing these outreach programs. And our goal is, to help many, many people here. So we're able to tie that all together with the advocacy of wellness and the beauty
Yeah,
pageant.
and I'm so glad that because my husband, really
Very
helped-
supportive.
Yeah, helped
very
me with
supportive.
that. Kasi
Oo.
I cannot do that, kung wala
Without your
akong-
support.
Opo.
Oo. Tsaka nga, ano kayo ang tawag doon? What's the term na parang nag-ano kayong dalawa eh?
Compliment. Give
Oh,
and
you
take.
complement each other. You complement each other. Was there a time na there's a factor?
Jealousy.
Yeah, parang do you fight at least? I mean, being
No,
a
yeah, I
couple?
mean, she's always been a go-getter like this. Even in America, when she wasn't doing acting and showbiz, but still, she was very driven there. She got her esthetician license. She was doing part-time DJ. So she
talaga?
really is. She
Oo.
likes to be
Oo.
she's very driven
Mhm.
and to help people entertain. So,
Yeah.
but there's never been jealousy.
Uh-oh. Never. You didn't fight at all.
Sometimes,
we
it's
You just
normal.
argue on little
We
things.
just have
Uh-oh.
just because just preparation, that we just need to figure out what we're doing, and we just discuss the plan, and
Because
then
Doc Rob
we have to
always
come to
wanna,
agree.
always like more
I
details.
like details, what's happening, as opposed to being blindsided.
Uh-huh.
by
Who is
things.
more organized between the
Me.
two of you?
I'm very
Talaga. Who
detailed.
cooks?
I teach my
Kids?
may kasama sa bahay.
Okay.
She's a
Kung
good cook. In America, she cooks
Yeah, kasi
everything.
doon
talaga?
ako talaga lahat po.
Uh-huh.
So dito yung kasama namin sa bahay, tinuturo ko yung mga gustong luto ni Doc. But if I'm not busy po, I really cook for them.
She's a very good cook.
What about the kids? Are they so adjusted now with the setting,
yes.
Philippine
Yeah.
setting?
Yeah.
Talaga?
Oo, ano na sila, yung isang anak ko po, yung pinakabunso, minsan nga ayaw niya sumama sa amin kasi gusto niya makipaglaro sa kapitbahay.
Okay.
Ganun na
What's
siya.
the myth back home, no? Or in the US, di ba? Kasi malalayo di ba?
Opo.
Malalayo Bihirang-bihira sila makaano ng mga kids
Oo,
except
sa
in school.
Yes.
Yeah. Oo. But anyway, take this opportunity to invite everyone first to your sa business, Doc Rob.
Yes, you can get in touch with us. You can find out more about chiropractic at our website at docrobchiro.com. That's docrobchiro.com. You can also follow me on Instagram at docrob74, or you can go to our Facebook page, Rob Walcher. We have a lot of information about chiropractic, nutrition, exercise. So, while we're here, since we're here, we urge you to come to experience chiropractic firsthand. So please check out our website.
You have upcoming shows or aside from
Ako naman po, it's more on mga programs po na ginagawa namin ni Doc Rob, na makarating po kami sa barangay nyo, sa church nyo po, pwede nyo po kami invite through our social media, na we can do our Banapple Day, na we give to the kids apple and banana, yung ganyan po. And then also, yun nga po yung aming chiropractic din po. We still do our wellness mission. So, ako naman po, I'm preparing for my pageant for this coming December 1st. I want your support to me. Please pray for me. Alam ko yung prayer, yung po yung pinaka-the best na support na mabibigay niyo po sa akin. Plus, pag nagkaroon po kami ng mga online voting, ilalagay na lang po namin sa social media namin and help us po.
and this is going to be held on May 1. December 1
yes,
sa Manila
December
Hotel.
1st sa Manila Hotel po yan.
And there will be 30 candidates all over the world.
Yes po.
Diba?
Opo.
So sana naman gawin nating kauna-unahang Mrs. Noble
Queen of the Universe.
Queen of the Universe. Medyo nag-ano ako Noble Queen of the Universe. Ayun. Oo, sana si Patricia na po yan. I mean, let us make of course, our very own. Support our very own beauty queen, di ba?
Salamat po,
Oo,
tita.
kasi although sasabihin nga nilang I love, ano yung tawag doon? Hometown decision or whatever.
Opo.
Siyempre, being a Filipino, we really have to support our very own.
Opo. At saka po, we're gonna do our best to represent our country talaga to the highest level. Kasi alam naman po natin mga beauty ano natin, di ba?
Yes, oo, talaga. Oo, panlaban talaga pag Miss Universe,
Diba?
pag Universe, pang international.
Opo, kung
lahat
ang
na.
mga
oo.
miss ay nakakakuha, dapat talaga mga misses din.
Yan na nga, of
Diba?
course. Lalo na nga pag ang isang kandidata is kasing ganda mo,
Naku,
di ba?
thank you po,
So,
tita.
look at her. I mean, kung di pa natin alam na meron na kayong, you have a 12-year-old kid and 7-year-old son. Wow. Hanggang ngayon, maintain pa rin ni Patricia ang kanyang beauty at ang kanyang napakagandang katawan. Bago ko sila pasalamatan, mga kaibigan, let me thank some people na tumutulong sa atin. Anyway, bago tayo paalam, mga kaibigan, let me thank some people na tumutulong sa inyong lingkod. Thank you so much to Cecilia Salon for my hair and makeup. Gandang Rick Reyes, sa aking kaibigan na si Chato Sugay Jimenez sa Amerika na patuloy na nagpapadala sa akin ng aking mga kasuotan. And of course, kay Bebot Santos ng coloretic clothing. Ayan. Maraming salamat, Ariel Agasan, Dr. Jonathan Dizon, at syempre pa sa inyo mga kaibigan na patuloy na sumusubaybay sa ating online show, Celebrity Talk sa Abante tonight.
also, Tita,
Again, thank you so much. It
We
should
have
be
a
me.
gift for you.
Wow! Baliktad!
Hindi kasi
Ano ba yan?
Ikaw kasi ang bumisita sa
Diba?
amin.
Baliktad. When I should be the one to give her this beautiful bouquet. Ang ganda-ganda.
Tita, gusto ko rin muna magpasalamat sa aking makeup artist na si Prince Lloyd po. Thank you.
Ayan siya.
Pag-press
Lumayo
sa
pa
akin.
ako. Naandyan ka lang pala.
Oo nga.
Prince, ikaw talaga. And of course, your road manager.
Yes, Wilhelm forever.
Oo, forever. Ilang taon na?
And Charmaine,
Oo.
di ba?
Oo. Ano pa?
And sa lahat ng mga your patient. To all,
To all
Doc
of our
Rab,
patients, yes.
patient,
Oo.
yan.
Hello.
Mag-like kayo and mag-subscribe kayo kay Tita Aster po.
O, sa Celebrity Talk. Again, maraming salamat, Doc Rob. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank
And
you
of
so
course, sa aking anak-anaka na si Patricia Javier,
Yes,
na talagang hindi nagbago all these years. Alam niyo mga kaibigan, to be honest, isang tawag ko lang po dito kapag libre ito, hindi po ako
Siyempre.
nagdadalawang salita. Kaya nga, isa ito sa mahal na mahal ko in showbiz. Kasi sabi nga nila, alam mo in showbiz, kukonti lang ang totoong tao. At kung yung kukonti na yon, iisa na po doon si Patricia
Naku,
Javier.
Tita. Thank
With
you
that
po.
mga kaibigan, maraming salamat. Until next time, dito lamang po sa Celebrity Talk.